So where does the church get the authority from?
From Jesus Christ.
How do you know what Jesus did about church or not? This is the whole point I'm making. From the Bible.
How do I know what?
You said that Jesus is the one who gave the authority to the church. Where do you get that from? Where's the source that you got this information from?
Oh, yeah. So it was written down in the Bible.
You say we don't rely on the Bible, we rely on the church. We tell you, where does the church get the authority from? It says from the Bible. Where does the Bible get the authority from? From the church. So you have a circular argument there.
Okay, but wouldn't the Quran and Muhammad have this, the Prophet Muhammad have the same?
No, it wouldn't, because our problem is that the Bible doesn't give authority to the church because it's corrupt. If the Quran is corrupt, it would make sense. Then we cannot use it to give authority to Prophet Muhammad because it's corrupt. The circularity would only be if you don't prove either part. This is where the fallacy comes in. So when I try to prove a part, the Bible, you go to the church. When I try to prove the church, you go to the Bible. This is where the circularity comes in. So you don't prove any of them independently. With the Quran and Prophet Muhammad, we already proved the Quran independently using the Quran itself. The evidence in the Quran can be established objectively outside the Quran.
So what is that process called?
For example, I'll give an example. So if the Quran makes multiple prophecies of the future, and then we observe these prophecies, then this is information in the Quran, but proves the Quran externally by the events happening outside the Quran. So this is an example.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
When we say the Quran, so when we say the Quran proves itself, that's what I mean. I mean the information within it, we can make objective arguments outside of the Quran itself to prove that this must be the speech from God. Regardless of evidence, it's historically preserved. So we can rely on it as a historically reliable source. The Bible isn't.